Hey everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you what a fun chandelier necklace I made using the dollar bead box for May of 2024. I had so much fun making this. It took me a couple hours to figure out what I wanted to do and everything. And then I also made these little dangle earrings to match. I already had one made, so I show you how to make the other one. And I did use a needle and thread, but just to make this little hoop right here. And then I attached one onto there. So it's very easy to make. So if you're not, familiar, and you can just, you don't need to put that on. You can put something else on if you want. I have a coupon code BN Jewelry 2 for $2 off your first order with Dollar Bead Box. If you're interested, everything is below. So if you would like to learn how to make this really cool chandelier necklace, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you first how I made this earring and how I made this little hoop right there. And then I attached it to an eye pin. So we'll get to that, and then I'll show you all the other stuff. And I used a wire guard too as well. So I'm going to start with, I've got an assortment of the beads because it's going to take a lot. So I have some of the tiny red ones, the 3mm, the 4mm. I grabbed all these little beauties, some of these little red discs, and some of the crystals, tiny ones, and some of these. And then I have, which I will show you later on, 12 head pins. These are 2.5 inches, although the centerpiece is 2 inches, a 2-inch eye pin. I will show you all that afterwards. And then I have an assortment of jump rings, crimp covers, a lobster clasp, and crimp beads, 2 crimp beads. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made this circle to attach to everything. So I'm going to start by putting this little red bead on. I'll pull it kind of down. Then I'm going to do I'm going to do 6 of each. I'm just going to layer them. So, and then I have 3 more sets. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. So let me bring this all the way down, and I will show you. Okay. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 of the other ones. Okay, so now I kind of have the tail hanging like this. I have about that much. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to skip these first 2, and I'm going to just feed my needle back through. And this is just an easy little sewing project, but it's just something to create like a different kind of focal point on your necklace. I want to make sure I have enough of that. And I'm going to drag all this down. So it's like this. So now it's like this. And so now I have that. So now I'm going to take this needle and go back up through there. So I have this like this. So now, even though the knot wouldn't stay if I really pulled on it, I'm going to do 1 knot. And then I'm going to do the surgeon's knot, this 1 and 2. And it should help it from going through, but it doesn't matter because you're going to add more to it. I just want to keep those kind of in place. Okay, so I have that. So now I'm going to take my my wire guard, and let me show you. I squeeze that a little bit closer. So I go all the way down like this, and then I'm going to go through that other side, and then I'm going to go down through, let me get through there, then I'm going to go down through those beads again one more time, just to add a little bit of security to it. Okay, I'm going to keep going around. Yeah, that knot didn't really stay. It held everything kind of in place. But I just did that so that this didn't actually come apart. Okay, so then I go through there, and I'm going to go up through here again. And it went through one side of the wire guard, didn't it? Yeah. I'm going to go up to the wire guard again. Like that. And then bring this down. I'm going to go down through this wire guard like this. Oh, it keeps attaching onto my mat here. I'm going to hold that down like that. And now I'm just going to do one more little knot. And then one more. And this is probably overkill, but I'm just doing it because I want it to stay. So then I'm going to take this needle and I'm going to go back down through the red bead and through a couple more of the beads. Let me grab my bent nose pliers. I'm just going to pull that really quick. And I'm going to get that through there. And I'm going to go a couple more down. And then I'm going to cut this. Okay, so now you have this. I'll go through these too. Okay. So now you have this. Take my cutters and I'm going to cut that there. I'm going to cut this here. And I'm going to move this needle out of the way. I won't need that anymore. So now we are going to finish this. So now I have this. I'm going to open this up like that. I'm going to put this through and make sure that it's facing the right way. So that it's like this. Okay, and now I'm going to follow these. And so I'm going to do, so if you look at this, how this is done, I have this. So now I'm going to do a disc. I'm going to do one of these. I do one of the bigger round beads. Round bead. Then I've got these tiny little crystals here, which probably won't even show up on the mat. So then I've got that. I'm going to put this matte red one on. I'm going to do another crystal. another of those, and another one of these, and then the disc bead. So I like to use my round nose pliers for this because I feel like I have more control. So here's how it's laying. So what you want is it's laying this way. In order to put this on, I'm turning this to the side so it's like this. And I'm going to bend that a little bit. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers to get it to go around. I over directed it there. Okay, so let me see if this is gonna lay right. Yeah, so this should lay right while it's on here. So I have that. So now I'm gonna take those, and it doesn't really have a front and a back for these. As long as the hoop is going forward like that, then you know that they're laying right. So these are the really cute earrings. I'm gonna put these aside, and now I'm gonna start on the necklace. So I'm gonna start, this is gonna be the focal piece. So I have this, so I'm gonna do one of these disc beads to start with. And I'm gonna put, I'm gonna call it drama. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna put another disc bead on, like this. I'm gonna put this gorgeous bead on, because I want that. And then I'm gonna put that on like that. And then I'm going to take one of the crystal beads. Okay, so this will be, now for these, you see where the way these are, just for this one, I want this to be on the side because I'm gonna have it, the jump ring going through it. And all the other ones, it won't matter. It's just for this jump ring, just for this one, for the jump ring. Grab this a little more. There we go. Okay, so this is the focal bead. Now, we've got all these to put on now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have these next to the same length. Let me get these, and then I'm gonna lay them out. That. And they don't really have to have the same beads on each one. Now you have to remember too that you're gonna have a little bit of a curve in the necklace when you're wearing it, so you don't need to cut a lot off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm having these two the same length, and then for these four, I'm gonna take these two. Make sure they're straight. I'm trying to do these twice together. I don't think I can do them together. There. Okay, so I'm gonna do these, and I'm just gonna take, I'm eyeing this too. Just gonna take like this much off. Okay, I'm gonna put those right here. Those are gonna go up a little bit. And the next ones, I'm going to take a little bit more off. So you see how that's like that. I'm going to go down just a little bit farther. Oh. I'm kind of eyeing it. And you just need to take a little bit off because the curve is going to do it itself. And then here, we're going to do it like this. So for this next one, kind of putting it like this. Putting it like that, and then taking just a teeny bit more off. And always close your eyes when you're snipping these because God forbid if it flew into your eye, it would not be good. And then for these, here's the longest one so far. And take just a little more off. Okay. So I'm kind of eyeing it. You can measure it if you want to. I like to eye, you know, that's how I like to do things. So here I have all of these. So now what I'm going to do, I have this is the middle piece, so this will be a little bit longer. And I'm just going to kind of try and do the same. So I'll pull these two. And I'm going to do the same for these. And I'll do disc beads. And sometimes I like to put it where they're different lengths, you know, just for something different, but I'm not going to this time. And so then I'm going to put one of these really pretty beads on here. I love the metallic look on these. So you have those. And then I was thinking about putting the heartbeats on, but I don't know because they will be, when you look at how they're going to be laying, they might be laying and they might be bumping into that. So I'm thinking about maybe doing the heartbeats up here a little more. So I will have to see about those. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay these down, kind of put these out, and some of these red ones, and just start filling them up. I'm not doing really any greens on this right now. Okay, so I have this. So this, I have this so far, and then I'm going to do like a crystal, a red, another crystal, and then a circle bead, and then maybe another disc bead, like this, and then another one of these. And I'm probably going to end up getting more of the fire polish beads out as I go up because I know I'm probably going to run out, but I'm not sure because I'm kind of eyeing all of this. So I have this, so then I'll just do a silver, or I mean a red, another one of these, another red. And it's just a matter of just filling those, you know, in as you need them. And then I'll do this. Okay. So now I have these jump rings. Let me see how big these are. I think they're 4 centimeters. So I'm going to take, now I use my round nose pliers whenever I close these babies off. So I'm going to close this, do that, and then I just kind of eye where I am on my round nose pliers just to get a nice little round top part for this. So I have this one. Okay. And I'm going to finish this one off. So I'm just going to kind of keep going up the ladder and doing what I was doing for this one. And I'm going to do another crystal. And then one of the round beads. And then another disc. Another one of these pretty ones. Love these metallic ones. And then another disc. And then I did a tiny red, 3, 4, and then the 3mm red, and then this. And then I take my thing by my roundness pliers and I lay it next to it before I close it up, just to make sure it's the same. Then I bend that. And I close that off. Okay, and here I have this one. So you see how I'm just kind of doing these. I'm just doing different ones. You know, it doesn't really matter. So now for these next ones, next two, I'm going to start with the red on the bottom for something different. So I'm going to start the red, and then that, and then I'm going to do this. So it'll be a totally different look to this one. And then I'm going to do the red. I'm just kind of alternating the disc. I'm going to do the crystal. And then the small red crystal. And then the crystal again like that. So you're looking at that. You just don't want everything to be even. You kind of want, you know, you kind of want the colors to all look different. So I'm laying that next to that. I'm going to do another red. I'm going to do another one of these. I'm going to do a disc bead. And then I'm going to do another round bead up at the top. So it'll be totally different there. And then we bend that. And I just kind of keep working at it until I get it closed. Sometimes I overdirect a little too much. I have to go back in then and close it. So you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, hopefully. See, I'm just kind of copying them when I do on this side, and it's just doing very random patterns. I'm just trying to keep the beads from not all being next to the same bead on each strand. If that, then I'm gonna do one of these. And I'm gonna go back to a disc bead like that, and then I'm gonna do the light crystal, the red crystal, and then the light crystal again. Sorry, I'm turning off my iPad. I just realized I had it running. I'm like, I start binging series while I'm working. Okay, I have that. So I'm going to do the red again. And I'm going to do the round bead, the disc bead, and the round bead. And then I'm taking my roundness pliers to hold it, and I'm putting it next to it, and yes, that is the same. I'm going to bend that. Okay. I try to make them as close to, you know, each other as possible. Okay. So I'm going to finish the rest of these and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm attaching all of the jump rings and there's 13 jump rings with 13 of the extensions. So I got these two already, and I'm attaching these because that way the little dangles will dangle better off of a beading wire than if you had them just connected by the hoop that's on the eye pin. I learned that the hard way. Hold on one second, this one isn't closed all the way. I like to kind of give it a little, okay, I have that. So yeah, and I'm closing these up. Keep it nice up. And then I'm going to separate each one of these with a bead. And I'm going to use this really cool bead that we got. I love the colors in there. I didn't do any of the green beads except for the focal one right there. This was a really cool one. Because I didn't want it to, I thought this box had a kind of a Christmas feel to it, and I don't think they planned on doing that, but I didn't want to give it a Christmas feel with the necklace. So what I usually do is I'll just separate the beads in a box and use them on different projects. So here I have this down here, almost halfway done. And got these now. This kind of almost has like a little bit of a Mardi Gras feel to it. I've never been to Mardi Gras, believe it or not. I think I would love it though. Okay. So I'm going to get these going. Sounds like there's an airplane flying over our house. So I got a couple more here. Let me know down in the comments if you guys get the dollar bead box. And remember, I have a coupon BN Jewellery 2 for $2 off your first order with them. They always have such pretty beads. Almost done here. You just want to make sure when you put these all on and you start stringing them that they're all going, they're all in the right order. So they hang right, because if not, we're going to be in trouble because you're going to have one hanging a little longer than the other one. And like I said, you know, I'm just giving you kind of an idea to follow. You might do your own thing. You might, you know, think you want something a little different. But just remember, you don't have to cut them too different in length because they're already going to have the curve of the neck. So you'll already have that. So get these couple here. Do this last one too. Well, there's one more after this. And then we'll put the necklace together. This one I'm gonna, okay, and then the last one right here. Right here. And this. Okay. here I have all of these now. I'm going to move these kind of to the side. And I'm going to start stringing. Now I have my beading wire that I said was 24 inches long. And I have these little things that hold them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start at the end. I'm going to put them all on to go on. So there's one. And then two. And then three. Oh. Three. I'm just going to kind of hold these up. Yes. Like in this. Okay. Now we're going to do four. This is a statement necklace. So you could do like less of these dangles if you want. You don't have to do 13. And I always like to have an odd number with these kind of things. Just because you have that one drama piece in the middle. So yes. And if that doesn't lay right when it's on, I can always I could show you a trick for just adjusting it. I'm just going to hold this up, see how they're laying so far. Very cool. I'm liking this. So we got that. And then the beads. And this, see, yeah, like I said, this jump ring just helps them dangle straighter down. If you don't, they can kind of start to flare out a little bit. So I'm almost done with these. Like that. And then number 13. And then one more of these. Oh, so, okay. So let me get this laying down here now. Let me drag this up. So look how pretty that looks. It's like, you know, the chandelier necklace look. So I have these. So now what I wanted to do for these is I wanted to put the heart on each side because I think that will look really pretty. Like that. So I'm going to take this off and I'm just going to say a prayer that this doesn't come undone as I'm doing it. So look at that. Look how cool that looks. So now I'm going to do like crystal. Let me grab some of these. And then a red one and then another crystal because I wanted the heart, when you put it down there, it shows the full shape of that. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I didn't want to have a big bead that kind of covered up. I wanted to cover up all of the wire that I was stringing, but I wanted to fit in the top part of the heart. So it's like that. So now, let me grab a couple of these red ones. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. So now I'm going to do a red, one of these beads again, and another red like that. I feel the need to put those on because with my luck I'll end up messing something up. So then I tried to not make this too long of a video, but it's hard because some people who are new to beading want to see everything, you know, and so if I skip parts people don't know about, then they get upset. So I have this. So now I'm going to do this, and then other bead, and then this, like that. And then I'm gonna do, again, this bead, and this, oh, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, it keeps falling on my hands. And this again. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so I have that. So now this is how it's kind of going around the neck like this. So now I'm gonna kind of, get these down like this. So now I would like to do, I have those. I would like to do this bead, and then this bead, and then this bead again. So it's like a kind of a section of red almost on the necklace, like that. Okay, I'm gonna play with fire here and not put the stopper on. Don't say I didn't tell you. I feel like I'm jinxing myself here. Okay, so we're like this. Now I'm gonna get some of these beads, and I'm gonna say disc, and a crystal, 1, 2, 3, like that, and then another disc, like that. And I'm gonna go to this side. I'm gonna do disc. I'm gonna do 3 of these crystals, 1, 2, and 3, and then another disc, like that. And I'm gonna add this, the last of these, oh, gorgeous fire polish beads. I'm loving this necklace. This has fun written all over it. So now I'm going to do one of these little disc beads and one of the round beads and another disc bead, like that. I'm going to do a disc and a round and another disc. Okay. Like that. I'm going to hold this up to my neck because, like, you all know this is how I measure it. Okay. Ooh, it's looking pretty. Hold on, I want to lay it down right so you guys can see it. Okay. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous this is. Okay. So now we're going to go back into, I'm going to do the disc, that, and another disc, and this, and another disc. I like to have like little different, first I have a little chunkier, then a little thinner, and then go back with a little chunkier again. So I'm going to do disc, that, disc, this, and the disc. Okay, so there I have these. And now I'm going to do one of the round beads. I'm going to bring these little red crystals down. Do a crystal, a red, and then a pale, and then another red. And then do another round. So I'm just kind of doing like little patterns right now. So I'm there, so I'm going to do, let me grab the rounds. So I'm going to do the round bead, and then I'm going to do a red fire polish crystal, a pale, and then a red again, and then one of these, like that. And then I'm going to do one of the matte reds, one of these discs again, and then another matte red, like that. I'm going to clip this just because. And then after that, I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to do matte and the disc and the matte again. These are so pretty. I love it because they can give you the same color bead, and it is like, has so many different, like, you know, just their finishes on everything. Okay, so I feel like this is done now. I'm going to stretch this out. It does fit around my neck, and that's what I look for when I do beads. I'm just going to put these away. I will section them out later because I want to have enough room to show you what I do. So let me lay this down again. Look at how gorgeous this is. So this is definitely like a statement piece. I'm excited to show you. I'm excited to show you guys. This is blah. I can't talk. It's like 6:30 at night on a Sunday, and I'm excited for you guys to see this. It's funny because I film at all different days and times, and it just, I have to be in a creative mood or else it doesn't work. So when I'm in a creative mood, then I film. And here are the earrings to go with it. Now, one thing I'm going to do, I have the smaller 4-centimeter jump rings. I'm going to get one just a little bit bigger because this is the one I want the lobster clasp to go into. And I will put this link below along with some of the other stuff that I use. I have these in gold, bronze, silver, and copper. And they're just jump rings, and there's 6 different sizes. I will put the links below. I do get these from BB Craft, and I do have a coupon code for them as well. I will put that below. So this is how I close my pieces. And some people don't like this. I've had a couple people give me a little bit of backlash from it, but that's okay. So I put the crimp cover on, and then I put the crimp bead on, and I just go down about maybe about an 1.5 inches. And then I make sure the crimp bead is right in the middle of the wire, and I smash it down. And I pull on it, make sure it doesn't move. So then I take my round nose pliers. Now this is my first side of the necklace, so I don't really have to worry about it being tight. So it's more or less just closing it up. So here I have these. So then I close this up like that. And then I feed this down, and I will go down through here. You get, yeah, and I will just kind of start feeding it through. And feeding it through. And then feeding it through, so it's like this. Then I'm going to take the other side. I'm going to pull this up like this. And I'm just going to put it in circles, kind of in a circle, so that I make sure that there's no gaps in there. Then I take this crimp cover, put this down there. So that now, this is the other side. This will go all the way down to there. Then I take that crimp bead, I drop it all the way in there, and I kind of hold this up just so that I know there's no gaps in it. Then I take my bent chain nose pliers, and I reach into there. Let me see if I can grab it. Reach into there like this, and I pull it up just a hair. Oh, I didn't grab it. Pull it up just a hair, and I squeeze it really tight. So there's a teeny bit of room, but not much, because you don't want the wires to show. So there, pulled on that, that's done. Then I take this wire and I feed it back. Now I pull on this, it's not going anywhere. And I take this wire and feed it back down through some of the beads until it just kind of pops out somewhere. Here, so see there, it's popping out. So then I pull that down and I make sure that that is flat in there. And I close this up. Then I take the flat part of my cutters and I do that. And then I lay this down. So then I have, let me see, I have this smaller jump ring. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put a lobster clasp on. Now these happen to have 2 holes like that. Some of them, when they close, they have, you know, different crimp covers have different closings. So there I have that. Then I will take this bigger jump ring, open that up, and I will do it like that. Oh, this is so much fun. And then we lay this flat so you can see it. And it's got the really cute earrings to go with it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And yes, I have Dollar Bead Box. I will leave their link below. And I have a coupon code BNJewellery2 for 2% off your first order with them. And I also will use, I will leave in the description below as many of the supplies as I've used. I do make a teeny commission on them, not much, but just so if you're looking for something, you'll know where to find it. And thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for the next video that I set up for you. I know you will love it. And all of my information is below in the description, and you guys have a great day.